Scoreboard after a scoreless first quarter. The Raptors, meanwhile, 2 touchdown runs by the talented running back Randy Bell. And an interception return by Codera Jackson. That has them in the lead, 21-0. First down for the Bonecrushers after the measurement and the run by Rakowski. He's got Silvis to his right. Going in motion is Lazinski. It's going to be a pitch right to Silvis. He takes it out to the 20, up to the 25, and he's forced up against the boards there. Nice little run on the quick pitch by Rakowski to Silvis. And he's going to gain about 6 yards on that carry. Up to the midfield stripe. Second down for the Bonecrushers from there. A little bit of a different look. We're seeing more of Brian Silvis tonight for the Bonecrushers. A little less of Brian Jennings Jr. Silvis officially listed in your program as a defensive back. But he can carry the football as well. And he's been lining up in the running back position a little bit more this evening. This time we see an overloaded right side when it comes to wide receivers for the Bonecrushers. Rakowski out of the gun, takes the snap with the right hand, pump fake. He'll send it over to the right side. It's taken by Matt Ron, who is hit hard and brought down at the 23-yard line. Great concentration, though, by Ron to make that catch. Even though he was short of first down yardage, Ron had room to run, but Jermaine Hampton was the one that came up and made that hit, bringing Ron down short of first down yardage. Call it 3rd and 2 for the Bonecrushers with the ball on the 23-yard line of the Rock River Raptors. We get a whistle and a timeout, an official timeout, as Tristan Burgee, the starting safety for the Raptors, is continuing to have trouble with his equipment this evening. For whatever reason, his jersey has been riding up quite a bit this evening. And the officials are always trying to make sure that guys are safe and have their equipment in the right place. Third down play coming up. Rakowski, he steps up into the pocket. He tries to take off. He's fighting for yardage, and then he is twisted down. A vicious tackle by Mike Matranga. But Rakowski does gain 1 yard on that carry up to the 22-yard line. Nonetheless, it is 4th down coming up for the Bonecrushers. And it looks like we will see Jake Provan come on to try this field goal. The Bonecrushers yet to get on the scoreboard. Provan trying to change that right here. Rakowski will hold for the right fit Provan. Rock River does send JoJo Moore back just in case there is a return. Provan has left a few of his kicks low and susceptible to blocks so far this year. Spot the ball at the Bonecrushers' 21-yard line. Kick is on the way. Low line drive towards the uprights, and it is good. Jake Provan gets the Bonecrushers on the scoreboard with a 37-yard field goal. And it is the Rock River Raptors still in the lead, but in the lead by a little bit less, 21-3. So the Bonecrushers offense, after a very slow start, their first possession going backwards, now starting to get things going as they get their first points on the scoreboard in the Portmore Jake Provan field goal. Of course, different looks are nothing new for the Bonecrushers. I'm pretty sure that everyone out there knows about what the franchise went through after 3 weeks of the season, with the majority of the coaching staff deciding to make other plans. For those of you wondering, the Bonecrushers have actually had 3 head coaches this season, as Mike Tumbleston elected to leave the team for personal reasons after coaching the team for a couple games following the departure of Gilbert Brown as head coach. So Tom Karthauser, Coach K, one of many members of the team that come over from the Wisconsin Wolfpack, a team in the NAFL. But Coach Karthauser has done a heck of a job as the head coach. He is 1-2 leading the Bonecrushers. And we are back to the action as Jake Provan kicks an end-over-end kick towards the near side. It's taken by number 23 of the Rock River Raptors, and taking it all the way up to the 20-yard line for Rock River is Willie Tolan Jr. But there are flags on the field, and we'll have to see what the penalty is before we move on. The Rock River Raptors have done a lot of damage on special teams thus far. It will be a hold against Rock River, so this kick is going to go backwards. Or the return is going to go backwards, I should say. Lots of space here at the U.S. Cellular Arena. Space for you to come out for the next game that the Bonecrushers will be playing here. The final home game of the season for the Bonecrushers franchise. It will take place on Saturday, May 31st as the Crushers take on the Saginaw Sting. 7:30 start time for that contest. We want to see you down here at the Boneyard. For information on tickets, make sure you're heading to nkebonecrushers.com, the official website of the Milwaukee Bonecrushers indoor football team. Steve LaFalce is the quarterback for the Rock River Raptors. Snap, he fakes the handoff to Bell, drops back, looks over the middle, fires. That pass is complete. Number 19, Brandon Werleman, who is actually listed as a backup quarterback on the Rock River Raptors roster, which is why I had to hesitate. But Wogeman, not only with the great catch on the little post pattern, he's able to take it all the way down to the Bonecrushers' 10-yard line. A great gain right there by Wogeman for the Raptors. First and goal for the Raptors after the long catch and run by Wogeman. LaFalce is the quarterback. We will see Wogeman again on the right side. Also going in motion is Willie Tolan Jr. This time we're going to see LaFalce roll over to the left, to the 5, almost to the goal line. Did he get into the end zone? He got close. They're going to mark him down just short at the 1-yard line, but Steve LaFalce able to use the fake with Randy Bell on consecutive plays, and just the threat of Bell is dangerous enough to cause the Bonecrusher defense trouble, as LaFalce on the quarterback keeper takes it around the left end all the way down near the goal line. Second and goal for the Rock River Raptors with the ball on the 1-foot line. And this is where Randy Bell is especially dangerous. 3-man line. Instead, LaFalce will take it. He'll keep it, and he does not get into the end zone. In there for the stop for the Bonecrushers line. Who else? James Sycon. Psycho Sycon helping make the stop on Steve LaFalce, who was not able to push his way into the end zone. No gain at all for the Rock River Raptors. Third down coming up from the 1-foot line. Plenty of boneheads in the crowd this evening. Good to see all the fans out tonight. A Friday night, Memorial Day weekend, and we hope you're having a good Memorial Day, however it is you're taking in this broadcast. As Bell takes the football, pushes towards the end zone, we will get flags near the end of the play as Bell does get into the end zone, but let's see what the flags are for. Bell scrapping for yardage. Markel Thompson in there trying to bring him down. Bell just too powerful. But the penalty will be a face mask against the Bonecrushers. It will be declined, and it'll be another touchdown for Randy Bell. His third of the evening, 27-3. The Rock River Raptors up on the Bonecrushers. 9:17 left in this second period. Randy Bell. He is a weapon. Philip Polipovich in to kick the extra point for Rock River. LaFalce to hold, snap, hold is down, kick is on the way, and it is good. So Rock River with the 28-3 lead after the extra point, and short touchdown run by Randy Bell. But the Bonecrushers still with lots of time to try and get that defense to put things together, and of course get some points on the board. For one-week complimentary membership, or visit their website at thewac.com. That's the WAC.com. We mentioned that the Bonecrushers are just beginning to gel. It happens on both sides of the football. It has a lot to do with guys playing together and coming together as a unit. One of the good things to see last week was a lot of the same names that we had seen the week before. There was a stretch there after the initial changes with the franchise where the names seemed to be different every week. You never knew who was going to take the field, but now you're starting to get a feel for who's out there. Sam Go Deep the Alley. Brian Rakowski, the Razor, your quarterback. Marcus Johnson, Calvin Thomas, James Sycon, All these guys are starting to become names. Guys that you know and recognize, and that's a good thing. Filipovic to kick off for the Raptors. Up 28-3. Deep into the end zone goes this kick, where it is taken by number 9, Calvin Thomas. He's got room in front of him, out to the 15, up to the 20, where he is checked up against the boards. But those things are nice and padded, and he'll get up and head back over to the sideline after the nice return of about 27 yards out to the 20-yard line of the Bonecrushers. 1st and 10 for Milwaukee from there. They mark him down officially at the 19. Rakowski retakes the field. Of course, consistency at the coaching position makes a difference too, and Coach Karthauser knows a lot of these guys from the Wolfpack and a lot of the other guys from the NAFL, some of the other teams like the Racine Raiders. Rakowski takes the snap. Inside handoff. That's Jennings Jr. He'll take it over to the left side. He's got room. He takes it up to the 21-yard line of the Rock River Raptors, and he will be close to first down yardage after escaping the line of the Raptors and getting the ball over to the left side. They call it a first down, and the officials tell the men to move the sticks after the 10-yard gain by Brian Jennings Jr. A lot of local guys, too, and we made a point to mention that Rakowski has the championship experience, having played for the Division III UW Whitewater Warhawks, who did win the D3 title this year in the NCAA. Rakowski this time gets twisted around. He's going to have to try and escape. He gets tripped up and is brought down at about the 25-yard line. In for the sack, Mike Matranga. And Matranga can get into the backfield, and how. The Bonecrushers' protection has been pretty good thus far in the second quarter. At that time, Matranga able to get to Rakowski before he can escape the pressure. It is a loss of 5 on the sack. Rakowski takes a deep breath, puts Brian Silvis on his left side. On the far left, Dorian Palmer goes in motion. This will be a pitch to Silvis on the left. He's able to take it beyond the 25-yard line. There are flags on the field as Silvis places the ball down at about the 20 after being twisted down. But we will have to see what the penalty is, and that is in the area of holding. Holding is the call against Bonecrushers. The 5-yard run by Silvis will get negated, and it will still be second down for the Bonecrushers, but second and long, as the 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul puts the ball at the 22. 28-3, the Rock River Raptors with the lead. 7:06 remaining in this second quarter. NKEBonecrushers.com, the official website of the Milwaukee Bonecrushers indoor football team. Make sure you check it out after every game for a recap of each contest. Rakowski, 3 receivers on the right. Again, the pocket breaks down. Again, he fires it over to the right side. Incomplete. Intended for Sam Dialli. Just beyond his hands. Dialli having a tough evening thus far. Third down coming up for the Bonecrushers. Third and long. 17 yards officially from their own 22. Brian Jennings Jr. got the drive started with a good run. But on second down right there, Sam Dialli not able to get to that football. As yet again, we see Rakowski maybe putting a little bit too much mustard on his passes early on. Dialli goes in forward motion. Rakowski dropping back, firing over to the right side. That's complete. Taken by Jim Lazinski. He tries to power forward for yardage, but he's pushed up against the wall at the 23 of the Raptors. It will be 4th down for the Bonecrushers from the 23, and we will likely see Provan come on to try another field goal. That time Rakowski was able to find his man. The only problem was, in need of 17 yards, the Bonecrushers were only able to get 4. Coach Tom Karthauser of the Milwaukee Bonecrushers, he does elect to send Jake Provan on the field, and Provan will try this field goal. Call it officially 38 yards as it'll be spotted on the Bonecrushers 20. Snap, it's a fake. Rakowski takes it. He's going to run over to the right side. He gets beyond the 25-yard line, but he is brought down at the 24. The fake loses a yard for the Bonecrushers, and you can give the ball back to the Rock River Raptors just in front of Bonecrushers territory. Not a good decision right there, if you ask me. It seemed like Rakowski was looking to throw the ball, but didn't have any receivers available to him. He then tried to just take off to the right side, and there's only so much you can do in a kicking situation like that when it comes to running the football. Chester Markle, the spirit does not live on here at the U.S. Cellular Arena. Give the ball back to Rock River after the turnover. We are going to take a break on the television side. You're watching Bonecrushers football on Time Warner Sports, Channel 32.
Time Warner Sports is proud to be the home of Milwaukee Panther athletics. Get pumped and watch live coverage of men's and women's basketball. Get the coach's perspective with Rob Jeter and Sandy Botham. Go on the prowl with Milwaukee men's and women's soccer. And catch all the action of women's volleyball. It's all here on your local sports channel, Time Warner Sports, Channel 32, the official home of Milwaukee Panther athletics.
Back to the action. On offense, rolling to the left side is Brandon Wegeman, the backup quarterback for the Rock River Raptors. The Raptors going with a different look under center, up 28-3 with 5:11 left in this second quarter of play. Wegeman, of course, we saw him at receiver earlier this quarter, taking a pass and scampering down to the Bonecrushers 10-yard line for a good gain. This time Wegeman is under center. He takes off with the football and gets a gain of about 5 yards into Bonecrushers territory on first down. On second down, Wegeman again with Randy Bell to his left. Sends a man in motion. Snap, takes the handoff. He'll take it around the left side again. This time he's not going to get very far, as bringing him down is Brian Silvas on the defensive side. Silvas going both ways this evening. Sometimes he takes the handoff. This time he makes the tackle. No gain on that run by Brandon Wegeman, the backup quarterback for the Raptors. Third down coming up and about 5 yards to go for Rock River. Number of Bonecrushers in on that play, but the main man was Silvas, twisting down Brandon Wegeman. Randy Bell with 3 touchdown runs already in the contest for the Rock River Raptors. This time we see Terrell Goldsmith in the running back position. Still Wegeman at quarterback though. Goldsmith goes in motion, third down. Wegeman with the glove on his hand, fires it over to the left side. That pass is intercepted, picked off. Standing up and trying to take off with the football before being brought down. Looked like Markel Thompson. Call it Dre Norwood. Dre Norwood gets the interception, number 39, down at the goal line. It's the first stop of the evening for the Bonecrushers, and they will take over after the turnover. Perhaps a misguided pass right there, as Brandon Wegeman was looking for Maurice Tulton running down the left side of the field, but 2 Bonecrushers players were in the area, and with the interception, Dre Norwood giving the Bonecrushers the football on their own 8-yard line, first down. 3:09 left in this second quarter of play. Bonecrusher football. Rakowski, the quarterback. He's got Jennings Jr. to his left. Snap skips along the ground before it's picked up by Rakowski. Jennings is brought down with very little gain after the slight delay on the low snap. Call it no gain for Jennings Jr. and second down coming up for the Bonecrushers. Time ticking away for the Bonecrushers in this first half. 2nd and 10 for Milwaukee. Jennings Jr. stays on the field and lines up to the left of Rakowski in the gun. Going in motion is Jim Lazinski. Dropping back is Rakowski. He fires, passes tipped, incomplete. Getting his paw on the ball is Darius Jones, the Wisconsin Badger. Third down coming up. Rakowski has not had the best evening tonight. He's done all right with the feet. Very willing to take off is Brian Rakowski, but you got to give credit to the Rock River Raptors' solid defense as well. That time getting their paw on the football, at other times rattling the Bonecrushers receivers. 2 of those receivers on the right side. A third goes in motion. That is Lazinski. Dropping back is Rakowski. He's going to fire this one deep down the field. The receiver is tripped and no flag is thrown. Incomplete. Dorian Palmer got tripped up. He had a step on his man. He wanted a flag and he didn't get it. There were 2 men in the area, Codera Jackson, who had an interception return for a touchdown earlier in this game, and Tristan Berge. The fans not happy with that non-call right there, but at the same time, it looked like their feet just got caught up. Palmer desperately wanted a penalty. He did not get it, though, and we're going to get a timeout taken by the Rock River Raptors. Their first timeout of the half. They elect to take the timeout with 1 minute and 7 seconds left on the clock in this first half. Of course, they take that timeout knowing that the 1 minute warning will come up in just a few moments. So that means that this kick that will be coming up for the Bonecrushers will not be the last play before the 1 minute warning, or it will be the last play before the 1 minute warning, but the Bonecrushers will not be able to run the clock out, as we see a number of folks that probably could have made a better call there than the official that's on the field. A bunch of fans sitting in the stands wearing officials' uniforms. And as they watch the game, they disagree with their brethren also wearing officials' uniforms on the field. A number of the fans in the stands from the Rock River contingent that bust their way up for tonight's contest. Coach Karthauser on the field talking with the officials before consulting with his players prior to this fourth down kick. So now out of the Raptors timeout, their first of the half. The ball will be spotted just in front of the Bonecrushers 1 yard line for Jake Provan to kick this one away. Snap, spot is down, kick is blocked. It's blocked into the end zone. The Bonecrushers, if they pick it up, it's going to go down as a safety, but they got to try and pick it up. Instead, it's taken by Jermaine Hampton of the Rock River Raptors. Touchdown, Rock River. Exactly what you didn't want to have happen right there. And Jake Provan has got to get that ball up in the air. There's no other way to put it. Because even if it's a short kick, even if you hit the scoreboard here at the Boneyard, it doesn't turn into 6 points. And then the Bonecrushers slow to get to the football as well. No one back to try and pick up that block kick, but still, Jake Provan has had blockitis when it comes to his kicks and their trajectory. And that's too easy, just way too easy. And that is a dejected Coach Tom Karthauser right there. Of course, we didn't have a broadcast of the game when the Bonecrushers got the victory in Muskegon. The last time we were on the air, it was the Bonecrushers in New Jersey taking on the New Jersey Revolution, and we saw the Bonecrushers have a collapse at the end of the first half of that game as well. Milwaukee just not a first half team. You wish there was an explanation for it, but there really isn't. 34-3. The Raptors with the lead on the Bonecrushers. We're going to take a 1 minute warning timeout on Time Warner Cable Sports, Channel 32.
Time Warner Cable is more than a cutting-edge telecommunications company providing TV, high-speed internet, and phone service. Time Warner Cable invests time and money in our local community through award-winning educational initiatives, unique and exclusive local programming, and the support of local nonprofit organizations making a difference in our lives. Communities are only as powerful as their people, and at Time Warner Cable, we truly believe in the power of you.
Filip Filipovic will try the extra point for the Raptors. Snap, a little high, hold is down, kick is on the way, and it is good. 35-3, the Raptors with the lead on the Bonecrushers. Though Milwaukee will try and score one more time here before the end of the half. You can keep it as a souvenir, but if a player comes into the stands, you have to return. 1 minute remaining in the half, 1 minute. Well, again, folks, the Bonecrushers have one more home game left before the end of the season. And we do want to plug the fact that it will be a special night here at the Boneyard, the U.S. Cellular Arena, as the Bonecrushers will be helping out the Hunger Task Force. Bring your canned food items to the game. There will be a raffle for everyone that brings something to donate. We encourage you to come out and, of course, support the efforts of the Hunger Task Force, a great charity based very close here to the Boneyard, very close to Miller Park, of course. That game will be on May 31st as the Bonecrushers take on the Saginaw Sting. The Bonecrushers have already taken on the Sting once this season, falling to Saginaw earlier this year at the Dow Event Center in Saginaw, Michigan. We had that game on the airwaves, of course. But this is a very different Bonecrusher team than what you saw in Saginaw. So they should give the Sting quite the challenge. Once again, 7:30 Saturday, May 31st for the Bonecrushers and the Sting. Filipovic with the kickoff after the touchdown by the Raptors. It's taken by Thomas in the end zone, out to the 5-yard line, slips a man, gets beyond the 10-yard line, and is brought down at about the 11. It'll be Bonecrusher ball from there. 1st and 10 for the Bonecrushers, just 55 seconds left in this first half of play.
Let's get behind your Bonecrushers offense. And this first half on a good note. Come on, let's hear you.
Brian Rakowski, not the first half that he's wanted to have. He hasn't had a lot of time. The Bonecrusher line struggling to contain the likes of Mike Matranga and Darius Jones. The defensive lineman for the Rock River Raptors. Rakowski has Silvis in the running back position. Going in motion is Lazinski. Dropping back is Rakowski. He's going to fire it deep down the left side of the field. And it's Silvis. It was in his right hand. Silvis did not turn around to get that football. He tried to make the one-handed grab instead of turning around to catch the ball before taking off. Instead of getting his hands underneath the football, he lets it fall to the turf, incomplete. Silvis was hit hard after dropping the ball. He wanted a flag. It would have gone against Codera Jackson, who did have that interception return for a touchdown earlier in the game. Silvis wasn't going to get that call, though, after making the drop. 2nd and 10 for the Bonecrushers from their own 11-yard line. Going in motion around to the right side is Dorian Palmer. Rakowski dropping back. Again, the pocket breaks down. Rakowski's going to take off. He's up to the 15, close to first down yardage, near the 20. He is flipped over by Codera Jackson as he is brought down near the near side boards. But Rakowski gets up, adjusts his helmet, looks towards the sky, says, hey, remind me what my name is and get me back out there on the field. Timeout Bonecrushers after the 9-yard run by Brian Rakowski. We see it on the replay here at the U.S. Cellular Arena as Rakowski got airborne. He was up in the air after the first contact by Codera Jackson, and Jackson, sensing that Rakowski was airborne, decided that he was going to lead Rakowski into a doodle flip. But Rakowski is a tough kid, I'll tell you what. All we have seen from Rakowski in every game that he is quarterback for this Bonecrusher team is him taking off, getting used, abused, beaten, and bruised on every single run. But every single play, it's always an option for Rakowski to take off and go. And that's why we want you to come out and see this Bonecrushers team, folks. They're a team with a lot of heart. A lot of local kids on this team. Lakeland College, UW Whitewater. Guys that play in the NAFL, doing what they can to try and move up the ranks. And guys like Rakowski just playing their guts out. After the timeout, 3rd and 2 for the Bonecrushers. Calvin Thomas goes in motion. Rakowski, now he's got time. Now he's going to step up and take off again. Up to the 25 with first down yardage. He decides to just go up against the boards and give himself up after getting into Rock River Raptor territory at the 23-yard line by going up against the boards. That does stop the clock. It's a first down for the Bonecrushers at the 23. And yet again, the Bonecrushers decide to take a timeout. That's the second one that they have taken in this half. They have